Control is a paranormal third-person shooter with a great story to tell. From the moment the game starts, you feel the developers put a lot of work and love into creating a great game. The vibe it gives in the opening moments of the game directly give you a long-lasting impression for the rest of your story. You are Jessie Faden, the female protagonist of this story. Due to a tragic incident in your childhood wherein a mysterious agency was involved, you've been searching for them most of your life. After a lifetime of searching, a voice inside you leads you directly to their headquarters. After entering the Federal Bureau of Control, you find out that the director has taken his own life using his gun. When entering his office, you see the gun and you pick it up. Immediately bestows upon you the power of becoming the director. You realize this is the chance to find out the truth, what happened all those years ago to you and your brother, and decide to go along with the ride. Some force called the Hiss has taken over the bureau, and to find answers we need to start looking for the old director's management team. As we get deeper into the bureau, you uncover a plot that goes even deeper than you would have ever imagined. To rate Control, we cover the following. The visuals are absolutely wonderful. Even though the areas where the game takes place aren't extremely detailed, it never bothered me as much, as the cleanish, sterile environments kind of belong in the theme of the game. The different types of settings and the fact that most of it can be destroyed, picked up and thrown at enemies without generally having any frame rate drops, and looking gorgeous as it can be, needs to be rewarded. I can't stop enjoying the explosions, shattering objects and smoke as you battle enemies. The most time spent in graphics did without a doubt go into character models, cutscenes and the lighting effects. These lighting effects especially have a huge impact on the horrorish feeling of the game, and its effect can be seen all the time in use of weapons, abilities and whenever entering a new room. The gameplay is great. Playing the game was truly enjoyable, and it didn't matter if you were running, sneaking, brawling, shooting or using one of your abilities. It all works perfectly well without a lot of hiccups. An always welcome positive aspect of the game is that the camera angle always does what it needs to do. It never gets in the way and always seems to pan in and out according of the location you are in, so your view is always perfect as it can be. There's not a lot of music except in the background from time to time to create a suspenseful atmosphere. But the abundance of sound effects of your environment, enemies and your character works perfectly within the setting of the game, as all your senses are stimulated all the time. Besides the main story and side missions, you can also go to a control point and then select board countermeasures. These are basically challenges that upon completion give you a weapon mod, personal mod or materials. These challenges consist, for example, of killing a certain amount of enemies without dying, doing an amount of headshots, killing a certain type of enemy or killing with a certain weapon, and so forth. I recommend to always activate them whenever you have the chance, so you can always increase your personal and weapon statistics. You start off with a basic pistol, and as you progress you can craft other pistols as well that have the functions of a shotgun, assault rifle and sniper. Furthermore, you can add mods to your weapons, which increase stats such as higher damage, faster reload speeds, rates of fire, less recoil and so on. The same goes for your character. Through mods you can add health boosts, energy boosts, increase effectiveness of your abilities, and in a separate menu you can also increase your abilities and general stats with ability points that are collected throughout the game. There are a total of 5 special abilities to be unlocked. The one that will be used the most is the launch ability, which you can use to pick up objects from a distance and throw them at enemies, even when there's nothing for you to pick up. In that case, the ability will take out the concrete from your surroundings to form a projectile. There's a protective shield ability, a dodge ability, one for levitating, and one that will give you the opportunity to sort of mind control enemies to help you in battle. In my entire playthrough, the only problems I've encountered with the game mechanics are that it can sometimes become laggy when there's a lot of going on the screen. The battles are a very enjoyable part of the game, both visually and gameplay wise, but the lag can sometimes bring that experience a little bit down. The second thing that can be a little bit frustrating is that the map will only partially load sometimes. And if you want to know in more detail about the direction you're going in, this can be a nuisance. And last but not least, long loading screens are annoying in every game, and in Control they can be just that sometimes. The only moments the game needs to load is during death, fast travel or elevator usage. So if you don't want to see your friendly loading screen all the time, then please refrain from dying, and then you'll be fine. For a game in this genre, it takes a little bit longer to beat than usual is the case. The main storyline can be completed in around 20 hours, and for completing all side missions and either trophies or achievements, you can expect to play for around 35 hours. In one playthrough, you can see everything that the game has to offer. If, however, you want to go back and do some side missions, collectibles, or challenges you've missed, then expect to put in a little bit more time. And now, in conclusion, to the rate I would give to the game, I would give gameplay an 8.5, graphics an 8, length and durability a 7, music and sound effects an 8, and story a 7.5. All in all, I truly enjoyed the game, and if you're in third-person action games, I can really recommend you pick this up. I know it's not that long, but that's usually the case with these kind of games. So my final verdict would be an 8. I hope you enjoyed, and please, if you did, don't forget to subscribe and leave a comment. Thank you. See you again later.